All right, we have returned for yet another day. Excited to be back, and Happy New Year! It is 2026, January 1st, 2026, also known as Day 31. Chunkster, what's up? Happy New Year! Thank you for joining me. So yesterday was a cheat day. You were here when I talked about how my cheat day was impromptu. It was kind of brought on by Robin, basically saying like I would like to treat everyone and have some delicious food delivered, which she did. We had some Texas de Brazil, which is, not necessarily the unhealthiest thing because steak is, a lot of protein. And for the most part, the cuts that we got were very lean. But we also got stuff like, potatoes au gratin on the side and mashed potatoes. Didn't really have a lot of, I think I had like a tiny little bit of mashed potatoes. But basically had like one really big meal midday. And then I had done my morning workout. After the afternoon meal, I was like, okay, cool. We're going to watch Stranger Things at 5, see how that thing wraps up. It's fine. I think a lot of shows, people have like these lofty expectations where they're going to have like this life-changing event. And that's going to be the series finale. I thought it was just fine. I didn't blow me away. Didn't disappoint me too much. So, was totally cool with that. And then I worked out. So I get my check box for yesterday evening. Still have not missed a workout in 31 days. Doing 2 a day aside from rest days. And that was really important because working out, doing some lifting after having ingested so much protein and doing warm up on the bike. I did 15 minutes instead of 10. Was really just sweating it out, and I felt like, okay, cool. I'm not going to go up like another fucking 5 to 7 pounds or whatever on a cheat day. One, because my stomach's not full like the entire day, and so it won't be full in the morning. And 2, because I'm burning off, some of it. So, got my evening workout in. Woke up this morning. Started working pretty early. Weighed in early. Didn't get a chance to weigh in before my first meal at 9. And I was up by 1.7 pounds. So not terrible because I still have obviously stuff in my stomach. Obviously some water weight from the sodium I took in because it was all very, very sodium heavy. But realistically, I would expect to see that coming off of like a diet day where I'm controlling my food intake and controlling my liquid intake and all that fun stuff. To have a day where I worked out, still drank my shake. Still did 5 meals a day. Just one of those meals was pretty big, and then the last meal of the day, I didn't measure calories on it. 1.7 is just fine. And that means I start out this year a little bit heavier than I was to end last year. So I finished the month of December at 29.9 pounds down. Total weight loss for me right now is 28.2. I am going to update this wonderful graphic, and I'm going to include month-to-date weight loss and then total weight loss. So that way we can see like what January looks like and then what overall weight loss looks like. So going to have to figure out how to stretch that box a little bit. But yeah, nothing too absurd. Wasn't too upset about that. Was actually kind of encouraged to see that it was only 1.7 pounds because you can gain 5 pounds off water weight alone. And I feel like that's something that happened to me on Christmas. Yeah, we're in 2026. This morning after, going to work, doing a bunch of stuff, around noon, I was able to go ahead and get my second workout in, my first workout up today. And I'm going to be doing my second piece of cardio, in the evening. So I don't think that sound went off. Yes, there we go. My ding for the day. So yeah, went up a little bit. Wasn't the worst thing in the world. And I'm ready to hit 2026 pretty hard. I have a couple of things I want to do today. I'm at 5 minutes. This is my break. So I want to make sure I'm not going too long. So let's switch over really fast and just not a whole lot to view as far as screen share goes. We have our new chart. It has the wrong intervals. I'll fix that once I have more than just one value on here. I did go ahead and manually input that the change for day 1 was 1.7. But all this will adjust. Monthly weight loss is 0 because we're on day 1. I already have in 3 meals for the day. And I'm going to do an apple for 100 calories and then like a lighter dinner around like 375, which is still, pretty good. That's a lot of chicken I could do, or I could do a sandwich and some chips. Yeah, overall December looked pretty clean. Nice downward trend aside from the big spike up there, and wound up finishing actually with a value that was below our threshold because I didn't think I'd be losing that much weight. So January 2026 is here, and we're going to make some adjustments. Gonna knock out Wordle really fast. No clues. I don't want any clues today. I appreciate you giving me clues, but I want to try and get this quickly and on my own. All right, so that's interesting. I put in LA, but I actually don't think it's going to wind up being that. Lots of options here. Lots of options. Let's go with something. No. Let's start with the L in the first spot and just see if we can toss some bullshit out there and see what we can bring in. Lappy. Nope. I already did Lanky. I'm thinking of words that are fucking double L's. And I don't know why they're stuck in my head right now. But it doesn't hurt to just toss them out, right? Let's do the LA, see what we got going on there. Lang. Nope. Laffy. The E at the end makes me feel like the L should be on the fourth spot. But nothing is jumping into my mind. Something like ankle is 5 letters, but obviously the A is in the wrong spot for that. Boom, 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 boom. What about something like that? Or Polk? No, that's not a word. Just tossing stuff up to see if it triggers anything in my brain. No. No, that would be double D. That's interesting. Damn, man, I'm going to waste so much time on this. And I usually have them come to me. Oh, I know what it is. It's Eagle. Well, it's not Eagle, but we know where the L is, so that's good. All right, let's keep going. What else could it be? Waddle is double D's, but putting out there. Paddle is double D. I really feel like double L makes a lot of sense, but for some reason I just couldn't fucking get it to work. Ladle. Nope. I felt that one was pretty good too. Well, now we know it's not double L. There's no D. So waffle is 2, and I'm pretty sure. Fable, like the video game. Duh. All right, we got it in 5. 5's not bad. The streak continues at 17. Really want to get a 365-day streak, but if we can break 148, I'll feel good. All right, now Chunkster, tell me how many did it take you? Also, I'm going to do a really quick list because I was talking about this yesterday. Sour Patch Kid flavors. There's 5. Quickest list ever. My favorite when I was a kid was orange, and I slowly realized that yellow and green were also very distinct flavors. It's not like something where everything tastes the same. And I love all 3 of them. I could get a box with all 3 of those, and they're delicious. I also like red a ton because you can smush red into another one and make like an original flavor. Red by itself is still amazing. And I fucking hate blues. Adding blues to the box is my least favorite thing they've ever done. I let Robin eat the blues. They honestly don't taste that much different. And like when I have nothing but blues left, I'll eat the blues reluctantly. But I miss classic. And there's some, I've seen like all blue bags in the store before. I'm like, ugh, this. And I'm a weird fucking guy. I'll admit that. A lot of people love blues as their favorite. Pink Starbursts is my least favorite Starburst. I'm a fucking weirdo. But this, just for anyone who ever wants to buy me a custom box of Sour Patch Kids, which you can do on their website, is my official rankings. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever covered. I do want to do one more thing too. Since we just crossed over the end of the month threshold, someone at work told me like, hey, I can see you've been losing weight. I was like, yeah, it's like nothing. Realistically, like I know it's like almost 30 pounds, but to me it's like, you know, when you're as heavy as I am, it doesn't feel like something worth celebrating, because you got a long ways to go. But I'm going in here just because I want to show off progress. So looking at my first broadcast, so December 2nd, I think this was, this is my face, which I see every day. I see it in the mirror. I see it during every meeting. So to me, that just looked the same. And this was my face yesterday. So let's get in. I mean, there's definitely a difference. The jowls have reduced. My second chin has reduced. And I just looked at this because I was trying to move these over to YouTube so that I don't lose them, because Twitch only stores your VODs for 30 days unless you're a partner. I am not. I'm an affiliate, so I need to save them for posterity over on my YouTube channel. And when I was doing it, I was like, holy fuck. I was like going through them, realized the first thing I wanted to check was how long my hair grew. And I was just like, damn, man, like I actually have had some progress. So it was nice to see. And I think I'm going to turn some of this into some short form content, maybe make an Instagram account, or even the dreaded TikTok account, where it's just like, 15, 30, or 60-second clips of me just checking in daily. And I'll have it trail my actual check-ins. I won't try and do it live. That's a lot. But I think I'm going to try and do something like that, just so I can document it and see like if I can just put it on social media, because I don't know, maybe it'll help someone. Honestly, like I've had times where I felt like really hopeless when it came to like fitness, and I wasn't nearly as heavy as I am now, and it's because like I didn't know what to do, and I had like an idea of what to do, and then just a few people telling me what worked for them really helped. And then there's also pieces to it that I haven't really covered that I'll probably cover in the future, where people that see your progress and start telling you you need to do what they do, even though you already have something that works for you, how fucking toxic that is and unhelpful that is. Having to dodge that shit. I haven't had to dodge that shit since I was like in my 20s. But yeah, it's going really well right now. So I figured I'd just keep doing it, and maybe try and put this up in short form on social media. I probably won't use my the Adam Diaz account. I'll probably just make an account called like Adam at 40 or something weird like that. And then just have it be just dedicated to that. That also, and just in case it like actually has a follower or two, the algorithm won't be mixing up like me posting Robin and I going to the movies or anything about scary-ish with like a fitness journey account or whatever I want to call it. But yeah, I've also nicknamed my Google Sheet Project 40, which I originally, when I first made the Excel sheet, I think it was 38, and I was like, I want to be in the best shape of my life at 40. And when I was 38, that went well, and then it fell off the tracks for about a year. Now that I am 40, I'm calling this like Project 40 in my mind, because now I am 40, so let's get 40 as best as I can get it before I roll over into 41. So that is happening on May 11th, and based off my progress, I think I can be well on my way to doing that. And I'm excited for it too. And honestly, I've mentioned this a couple of times. It's not very hard for me right now. The diet occasionally gets to me, and when I feel hungry, I just chew some gum and like just takes care of the craving. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, and I'm going to keep doing it. And Chunkster, thank you for joining me, and thank you for saying great progress. And I'm glad to hear green is your favorite. Green is amazing. You got it in 3. You're very impressive. Smartest woman alive. Whenever I get it in 3, I'm like smartest man alive. Yeah, that's it for the day. And I think I might be wrapping this up. Yeah, right at the 14-minute mark. So perfect. I don't have to worry about being too late for work. I know that guy. Yeah, and also it was funny, I was looking at clips and Robin's like, dang, my desk looks really cool, but our hallway looks messy. And also we have a dog in the hallway for this clip, and she just lays in the most random spots. Anywho, I'm just bullshitting now. All right, I am gonna go. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.